Ariana Grande is not happy with what has been said about her boyfriend, Ethan Slater. She opened up in a new interview talking about how he's been mischaracterized in the media, and she has some things that she wants to say about it. Last summer, reports of Ariana Grande's relationship with Ethan Slater didn't make either one of them look too good, and the couple faced a wave of backlash as a result. It didn't help that news that she was getting a divorce from her ex-husband, Dalton Gomez, had just been released to the public, so fans were absolutely shocked by the news that she had already moved on with someone new. When the news broke about this, people were like, oh, this is fake for sure because this guy is married, he just had a baby a year ago with his wife. But the news ended up being true, and soon after this, an article came out updating that Ethan Slater and his wife Lily J, who had been married since 2018, were no longer together. The internet was absolutely roasting Ariana for being with Ethan. Once they started seeing photos of him, they started going around and people found out that he played SpongeBob on Broadway, and it just became this whole meme. People could not wrap their minds around Ariana being with him, and also the fact that both of them were moving on so quickly. Things didn't get any better, as it was also reported that Ariana had hung out with Ethan, his wife, and their baby multiple times before they actually got together, which made fans even more upset for Ethan's wife. It gets worse because when Ethan's wife seemed to come out to the press to address the situation, she said that she was kind of blindsided by this whole Ariana romance, telling Page Six, "Ariana's the story really, not a girl's girl. Jay exclusively tells Page Six, my family is just collateral damage." And to Daily Mail, she said, "I'm focused on rebuilding a life for our son and rebuilding a life for him," she said. "That is what I am trying to do, and this is my only focus." Though it did later come out from TMZ that Lily seemed to regret some comments that she made to the press, as they wrote, "We're also told Lily had assured Ethan she didn't know where various media leaks were emanating from. So he was more than surprised to read Thursday that Lily spoke with Page Six, calling Ariana Grande not a girl's girl, adding her family was collateral damage. Sources tell us Lily told Ethan she did not understand what it meant that she was on the record when she made the comments. Whether she meant those comments to get out or not. To make matters worse, 1 week after news of him and Ariana had come out, that's when Ethan decided to officially file for divorce from Lily. He hadn't even filed for divorce before the news of him and Ariana came out, so it wasn't a good look for anyone at this time. All of this was a huge reason why both Ariana and Ethan got a lot of heat. The public was not happy with either one of them, but despite the fact that both of them have sources claiming that they didn't get together until they had been separated from their partners for a while, people just didn't have the best feeling about them together. It was reported that Ariana lost around 350,000 followers on Instagram following the drama surrounding her relationship with Ethan, as many just made their assumptions about how her marriage ended, how his marriage ended, and with Ethan having been her Wicked co-star, rumors swirled wondering if there was any infidelity on both of their parts or not. Regardless of what might actually be the truth in all of this, the internet was calling Ariana a homewrecker. And when she released the single for her new album, it seemed she was letting everyone know that she did not care what they had to say. In the song Yes and, she seemed to address everyone's concerns with the line, "Your business is yours and mine is mine. Why do you care so much whose D I ride?" Ariana seemed to discuss this drama when she sat down with Zach Sang earlier this year, talking about the assumptions going around surrounding her name.
There is a sense of this album where you're talking to people who have come to their own conclusion.
What?
People have crafted their own narratives.
Yeah. The thing is that like, we know this about the tabloids and about the media and about, am I crazy? Don't we know this?
Yeah, but nobody cares for the sake of a good story or for curing one's boredom on the internet.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we selectively remember that this is what the tabloids do to people, especially women, based on whether or not we like the person. We selectively remember that. We selectively leave space for humanness, for nuance. Like they don't leave space for that. Well, they do for their friends and their family. It's selective.
Yeah,
but when they turn it off, when that aligns with the version of a person that they have in their head that they want to believe is true. Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah.
But I don't say this for them. Again, I'm saying it for my fans, for myself.
She later talked about people misunderstanding the people you love, which I could assume is her possibly talking about the fact that people weren't accepting Ethan Slater and they were making all these assumptions about him based off of what his wife said in the press and the timeline of all of these events and the news getting out of them being together.
Is there anything you wish people knew?
About what?
Any of it? All of it? You? It's a two-handed grip, eh?
Plenty. We don't have enough time, but if you guys want to come to La Masseria one night, please let me know. We can get into all of it. No, I feel like we don't need to go into any specifics, but of course there's like an insatiable frustration, inexplicable, hellish feeling with watching people misunderstand the people you love and you and anything. That yeah, of course.
And now, as Ariana is doing press for the upcoming release of Wicked, she is once again talking about the drama surrounding her relationship and how people have viewed Ethan. She told Vanity Fair, when talking about the drama, it definitely doesn't get any easier. Seeing some of the negativity that was birthed by disreputable tabloids, Grande says, of course, I went through a lot of life changes during the filming of this movie. A lot of people that were working on it did. We were away for 2 years, so of course, I understand why it was a field day for the tabloids to sort of create something that paid their bills. The popular narrative, Grande says, doesn't accurately reflect her and Slater's original story. The most disappointing part was to see so many people believe the worst version of it, she says. That was definitely a tough ride. She went on to further defend him and his character and even talked about her own relationship with fame, saying, there couldn't be a less accurate depiction of a human being than the one that the tabloids spread about him, says Grande. She disputes specific allegations, but tells me she will never go into certain details. Instead, she emphasizes her partner's strength of character. No one on this earth tries harder or spreads themselves thinner to be there for people that he loves and cares about. There is no one on this earth with a better heart, and that is something that no BS tabloid can rewrite in real life. Honestly, it's taken a lot of hard work to be able to last this long and to heal certain parts of my relationship to fame and to what I do because of these tabloids that have been trying to destroy me since I was 19 years old, she continues. But you know what? I'm 31 years old and I'm not a perfect person, but I am definitely deeply good. And I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I will never let disreputable, evil tabloids ruin my life or my perception of what is real and good. The backlash of their relationship has seemingly kept them a rather private couple. Ariana has shared bits and pieces of past relationships on social media, but since all of the backlash with Ethan, it seems she's probably keeping them and photos of them to herself to avoid any more noise. Though, it could also be because her ex-husband Dalton seemed to have an issue with her level of fame. Though with Ethan in the public eye, it might not be as big of a deal, whereas Dalton was someone who was not in the public eye at all prior to Ariana, but it did come out at the time of their divorce that this played a role in their split. TMZ reported at the time of their divorce, you may recall Ariana hooked up with Dalton during COVID in 2020. And at first, everything was going swimmingly, but once the COVID restrictions were lifted, their relationship quickly went downhill as Dalton, an LA realtor, was taken aback by Ariana's celebrity and other lifestyle changes. Plus, she got busy again as an A-list star. Now, her and Ethan have been together for over a year now, and so far they've managed to get through the storm, and I think that if they can get through that cancellation moment together, then he's gonna be sticking around, and that her level of fame hasn't gone to him, because if it was gonna get to him, it was gonna get to him when all of that was going down. Now, this wasn't the only thing that Ariana wanted to put to rest while she's been out doing press. She has also shut down a ton of speculation surrounding any work that she's had done. While doing the Vanity Fair lie detector test with her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo, she was straight up asked which procedures she's gotten done. She denied a nose job, a boob job, facelift, though she says she's open to it, and denied getting a fox eye lift, which is a procedure that she says she only found out about once everyone accused her of having had it done. She also denied a chin implant, a BBL, and says that she's only ever had fillers and Botox, but she stopped that like 4 years ago, and that was the extent of it. And she wondered why it even mattered, making the point that people should do what makes them feel good. So that is what Ariana has recently had to say in regards to what has been in the press about her and also her boyfriend Ethan Slater, how she's standing by him and defending his name against those who have tried to tear them down. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.